Hello, everyone.
Hello there.
Um, Judging by our dress code, you can see that it is not Clifton Beach.
Well, I
Winter,
think Clifton Beach at this stage might also have this dress code.
yeah, maybe. Yeah. Uh, it's winter here at Tafelkop. It moved in during this week, so it seems it's here to stay. We're currently busy. Last week we spoke about the beautiful images of Tagore, the Indian poet, and we got such lovely feedback on the discussion that we had, and we thought Tagore has such a treasure trove of fireflies because that is what he calls that long poem of his with all these short.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if it's called a poem, but it's
Mm,
it's about on the site that I had a look at it again. It was about 18 pages of these short 2 to 4 liners
mm,
with these beautiful images that brings across some wisdom.
mm.
Um, and it's just beautiful. All these nature images and he really has a way of putting things together that you wouldn't think of
Mm.
joining. It talks about fireflies and stars on the other hand,
And a lot about the moon and
and moon
water.
and the sun and water and then also flowers. A lot about flowers,
And butterflies and
butterflies, bees,
worms.
worms. Lovely, lovely images. And when you read it, just like the one that we did last week, it's like it is so effective in bringing across something that you actually find difficult to put into words,
Mm.
but you understand it.
Yes.
And that, I think, is the brilliance of Tagore.
Yeah.
Um,
Very much so.
yeah. So we were thinking of using more of his fireflies to spark some conversation, and the one that we were thinking of using it has to do with the concept of work and play or work and rest.
Mm.
And where we usually, especially in the Western culture, I think maybe all over the world now, is that we put work first and play or rest second. And it's usually the harder you work, maybe the harder you can play, or you rest in order so that you can work harder.
Mm.
So we have that's our priorities. Work comes first, and rest or play or fulfillment um, uh, plays a secondary role in our lives.
Yeah, and the rest is the servant of work.
Yes, yes.
It
Uh,
serves work.
yeah. And then this poet, Tagore, and then also another favorite of ours, Hafiz, who is a Persian poet, he throws the apple cart. He just turns everything around.
Mm.
And it's so beautiful. So I think let's start with Hafiz's poem.
Mm. And Hafiz is a very interesting poet. Um, I love the way that he uses love language when he addresses God.
Mm.
And Hafiz is one of the poets who uses his own name the most in his
Yeah,
poems.
yeah.
It's very
Rumi also, yeah, but no, Rumi doesn't use.
No, Hafiz does
Yeah,
it a lot.
yeah.
Um, very autobiographical,
Biographical. Yeah.
biographical. Hafiz, in that sense, often uses his name, but there's always, you have a feeling there's a twinkle in his eye
Mm.
when he writes these deep, wonderful poems, and you can mistake them for light poems.
Mm.
But they actually focus on deep issues.
Mm.
So
And
we're
deep
going,
wisdom.
yeah. So we're going to start with this poem by Hafiz, and then Matilda is going to read that short poem by Tagore. Hafiz's poem, the title is A Suspended Blue Ocean. The sky is a suspended blue ocean. The stars are the fish that swim. The planets are the white whales I sometimes hitch a ride on, and the sun and all light have forever fused themselves into my heart and upon my skin. There is only one rule on this wild playground. For every sign Hafiz has ever seen reads the same. They all say, "Have fun, my dear. My dear, have fun. In the beloved's divine game. Oh, in the beloved's wonderful game."
Hmm. It's beautiful. And it's so contra what we actually live.
Because he starts with, I want to say, the biggest thing that we can imagine.
Yeah.
And that is
The
the
cosmos, the
stars
universe.
and the planets, exactly.
Yeah.
The wide expanse. And he talks about this, so by merely naming these objects, sun and stars and the expanse, we expect heavy words.
Mm.
But they merely, by naming them, they are merely the backdrop of a game.
Yeah, and he hitches a ride on the stars.
Yes.
The whales, what does he
Yes.
say? The planets
Yes.
are the white whales I sometimes hitch a ride on.
Yes.
So he becomes part of this, and he becomes much, he becomes vast,
Yes.
like the universe.
But he can only become vast when he's playful.
Yes, because that's the rule.
Yes.
So, and it's so wonderful. If the image in my mind is, because he says, all the signs I've ever seen, the signs, like in my head, everywhere he goes, there's these signboards, and it just says, have fun, have
fun. Yes.
It's wonderful.
Yes.
And then I want to read a gorge short sentence, and it says, as a river in the sea, work find its fulfillment in the depth of leisure. As a river in the sea, work find its fulfillment in the depth of leisure.
Do you know how brilliant that two lines, those
and it's
two lines.
Again, it's like I get it, but if I want to explain it to you, I really struggle. So you were saying it very well
because
just now.
take it now. As a river in the sea. All right. What can we add to that? What can be the expansion? What follows up? I've never thought of work
never.
As an extension.
To bring those two things.
Yes.
Yeah. To make work a river.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a river in the sea. So work finds its fulfillment in the depth of leisure.
So the sea becomes the leisure.
Yes.
The river, the work, almost flows into this deep leisure, and the leisure is much larger.
Yes, because what is the end destination? What is the destination of a river? It flows into the sea.
Yeah, it becomes part of the sea.
It becomes
it fuses with the sea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the sea is so expansive that it doesn't matter how big the river. In the middle of the ocean, you're not very much aware of that river.
No, you don't know which river is which in the ocean.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, and so it's again leisure, rest is the priority is that.
Yes.
That is so we have to start there.
Yes.
And work then as I think if work could be, if we could be busy with work that for us was play, was leisure, was fun, was I take, if I'm doing pottery, I love working with the clay. Sometimes there's donkey work. I get tired, I get frustrated, it's dirty, all of those things.
Mm.
But deep underneath all of this, there's a deep satisfaction in working with clay.
Mm.
So there's, I can understand this by saying that my work as a potter is the river, and this, I move from the work. The work becomes part of this deep satisfaction I have.
Mm.
So something of that sort. So, but it's so huge, in terms of everything, and it's so difficult to understand because we live in a world where there is so little joy, where there is so little play, where it doesn't even feature on the radar of what we normally have in our days. And it's, according to our faith, is the only rule. That's
Yes.
what God wants for us.
Yes. And take note, Tagore is not saying, he's not using the word lazy.
No, not at all.
He's using the word leisure.
Yeah.
But with a hop, skip, and a jump, we get from leisure to lazy.
Yes. Yeah, we do. We feel guilty when we're resting. We feel guilty when we're
Yes.
having fun. Yeah.
So, and we feel, and we're under the impression it's expected of us because it is our work that keeps everything together. But actually, everything, what if everything is being held together by love and fun and leisure
And rest.
and rest? It's interesting that on
If
the
you
seventh,
start on that side,
yes,
what will happen if you start on that side?
because in effect, the life that we live is the life of the seventh day. And on the seventh day, God rested. Yo, we love the images. We love your feedback. And here in the midst of winter, we would love to talk to you again next week.
I beg to differ. We're only at the start of winter.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes, so there's so much still left.
Yeah, you will love that. Have fun, my dear, in the beloved's playground.
See you next week.
Keep well, everyone.
Bye-bye.